Bungie gets yet another divorce. Video game developer giants Activision Blizzard and Bungie have announced plans that they would be parting ways. Bungie's Twitter account announced, "Today we are announcing plans for Bungie to assume full publishing rights for the Destiny franchise." In the full blog post, they thank Activision for helping them out and announce plans for self-publishing. And for Guardians worried what this means for Destiny 2, you have nothing to worry about. Future DLC is going to continue to be released, and for PC players worried about whether or not it will still be on Battle.net, Blizzard has already said that the game will remain on Battle.net. This news comes months after an Activision's earnings call where they expressed disappointment with the Destiny 2 Forsaken DLC. And this also comes weeks after both CFOs from Activision and Blizzard left the company. Not only that, but there was some news earlier that Mike Morim, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, the president of Blizzard, has decided to leave in April. And now Activision stocks are tumbling down, but I would expect them to go back up. This is not the first time Bungie left a major publisher. They used to be owned by Microsoft Studios and left in 2007. In that case, Bungie lost their IP to Microsoft, which was the Halo IP. So what does this mean for Bungie and Activision Blizzard? For Bungie, it's hard to say. There are games that are self-published that are similar to Destiny, like Path of Exile and Warframe. But both of those games are free to play. Destiny is definitely not a free to play franchise. I have heard some calls for Microsoft or even Sony to pick them up. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think the main reason they left Activision was so that they didn't have to deal with a big publisher telling them what to do. Now don't get me wrong, a lot of the faults of Destiny can be blamed on Activision's part, but Bungie is no innocent bystander here. Bungie made a ton of mistakes in Destiny. As for Activision, I really don't know what's happening. I don't think Activision is going anywhere anytime soon, but there's certainly something wrong at Activision Blizzard. Most of the Activision division is working on one single IP, which is Call of Duty. Call of Duty is on a downward trend. It's still doing fantastic, but it's not doing as well as it used to, or as well as investors expected it to. How long before Activision can no longer reliably rely on Call of Duty? 4 or 5 years? 10 years? 100 years? Either way, all things come to an end, and this is especially true for video game franchises. And I fear that Activision is not ready for a future where Call of Duty is no longer the big mainstay in video games. I also fear a lot for Blizzard. A lot of Blizzard executives are leaving and not being replaced, and that worries me because that means those duties are being fulfilled by Activision higher-ups. We'll have to wait and see if Bungie can be a successful publisher, and whether or not Activision really needed the Destiny franchise, and whether or not they'll be hurt in the end. Again, they were disappointed with the sales of the Destiny 2 Forsaken, but again, we'll see. Anyway, that's my video today, and thank you for watching.